is about people. Whether it's the people working in the business, or the people leading the business, or the people that are customers for the business, even B2B, you're still dealing with people. And even though there is more AI and there's more technology, at the end of the day, it's about people. And I would actually say that with the advent of these things, AI, technology, mechanization, that these human traits like empathy are going to become more important, not less. So the people who can actually use them, can actually harness them for their organizations, are going to be the ones in demand, because they're going to be the ones that understand how to bring people into this, creating a human-to-human connection. One of the things I hear from leadership a lot is that it makes them look weak. You know, I have to be the leader. I have to be strong. I have to appear unwavering. I have to be the rock. And I would actually say that nothing could be further from the truth. The thing is with empathy is when you're actually showing empathy, right? And say the other person is sad. They're depressed. They're upset. They're losing a job. They've just lost a family member. Something's going on in their family. If you're using the kind of emotion, empathy emotion, where I feel what you feel, you're going to be sitting in that feeling with them. And that's not going to be comfortable. So it actually takes courage to walk into these situations knowing that it's not going to be comfortable, that you are there to be able to make this connection with that person, but it's not necessarily going to make you happy. That's not weakness at all. That's huge courage and a willingness to persevere and strength. Now, for those in leadership positions, there are other kinds of empathy other than affective or emotional empathy that we keep in mind, like cognitive empathy, right? That I logically understand what you're saying. But even with that, you have to be able to put up boundaries, which takes a knowledge of the self to know where your boundaries are, and the strength to put them in place and keep them in place. And this is really important. That saying about you can't fill from an empty cup is true. If you don't put up those boundaries, you're going to empty your cup and not have any left to give. So as far as it making someone look weak, I don't think anything could be further from the truth. And I don't really see where showing humanity and a human-to-human connection is weak at all. Now, what about the leader who gives in, who is the doormat, who says, well, I'm just soft? Is that empathy? No. It may be founded in empathy in that that person might want to help that person, or that person might want to be involved with that person, but you still have to be able to maintain boundaries. At the beginning and end of the day, these are businesses. They are there to make money. But that doesn't mean we have to be inhuman because of it. Just allowing people to mow you over and walk over the top of you isn't an overuse of empathy. That's an inability to set boundaries. So the empathy isn't what's making you look weak. It's the lack of boundaries. What about people that are in leadership positions are willing to say, yeah, okay, kind of messed up this time. Maybe you'll get it next time. Or, yeah, I understand, things happen and whatever. Is that appearing weak? Or is that giving empathy for the difficulties of the job? If you're dealing with a human-to-human level, you understand that sometimes things happen, that nothing is perfect, that the best laid plans sometimes go right out the window for no reason at all. Being able to understand that human-to-human does not make you weak. It makes you a better leader because you understand that kernel of humanity that just says, things are going to go wrong. We need to be able to roll with it. Someone who is like, gotta do it, no mistakes, no room for error, that person doesn't necessarily seem strong. That person seems unyielding. It has nothing to do with empathy at all.